Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another figure review. Today we're looking at Mina Ashiro from Kaiju number 8. I absolutely love this show, and I really like the character Mina Ashiro. I think she's pretty cool, and she's interesting. I can't wait to see her and Kafka talk more in the second season. Now, looking at this figure, looks great. Looks like how she does in the show, and by my standards, that's all that matters. I really like the way she looks. You probably noticed why I'm not talking about articulation at all. Anyway, moving on to the box. We have this beautiful style box. I really like this box a lot. Just the colors, it like matches her, which I really like. I've said in multiple videos, I don't like when they show the figure on the front. I like when they show the artwork of the figure from the show. Basically, the character ripped out the show onto the box. Would be really cool. At the top we have Mina Ashiro. On the side we have a cool picture showcasing the figure with her visor on. Then the back here we have faces showcasing the figure, poses that you can do. Other side showcasing the figure. Bottom, another picture showcasing the figure. I really like the color of the box. Anyway, moving on to this figure. It's got some problems. First off, no tiger. I would have paid extra for that. That would have been really cool. Maybe have like an articulated tiger head and feet and tail would be cool, but that would make this a lot more money than it already is. Moving on to articulation here, this figure, it can't look, starting off with the head, and if you try to make it look up, the neck, it's not happening right here, but the neck will pop off, like really easily. The neck didn't pop off, which is funny, because the neck actually pops off. I wonder if it will happen in this review, but yeah, it can't look up. I've tried. It can look down, it can look side to side, and overall, yep, I called it. But overall, great movement, and then the neck will pop off, but you just gotta be careful with that. Moving on to the arms can go up to about that much, which is pretty freaking good. That's going above horizontal, which is great. Then we have a double jointed elbow, bicep swivel, and the wrists are on little pegs, so the wrists can move. This is as far as the arms can go out. She carries a big cannon, by the way, so that's not that great. I don't like that. I wish this like armor piece right here would be able to give it more articulation. That would be nice, but the gun fell off. That is the first time that's happened, so you don't have to worry about that. And then you can just peg it back on. Arms can go back a lot, and they sort of, like, the fist kind of crossed. Moving on to torso. It can swivel. There's like a zipper. If the camera focuses, there is a zipper that goes throughout her entire upper torso, and so if you try and move it, the zipper will be, not aligned, but it can move. That's cool. It can't go down. There is no crunch with her, which really sucks. She can, however, crunch backwards, which is great because she has a cannon. So that's pretty cool. But no forwards is like, that sucks. I don't like that at all. Her waist can go about that far. That's all the range you will get, which isn't the best. It can go about that far, which, if I'm not using this in just the waist, isn't also a lot. It sucks. The upper torso articulation sucks. You can have her swivel, but then there's a zipper down here, so it'll still not be aligned, which kind of won't bother me, but might bother some of you guys that want to pick up this figure. Moving on to legs, or actually, let's go here with the guns first. This is a gun in a holster. You can't take the gun out of the holster. Whoops, camera. It's just stuck there in the holster. I don't know why they. It would be nice. It'd be nice. There we go. If like you could use the gun. Technically, you do have a hand that can put the, you know, the gun in the hand, but with the holster on, it's pretty much useless. That just, I don't know. You gotta deal with it. I wish they didn't do that. Tamashi, please fix it. Don't do that to our figures with guns. Or just guns with the holsters. And then you have these packs here. None of, like, this stuff also doesn't fall off. You have these packs here that can also be popped off pretty easily, but hasn't happened for me. And now, moving on to legs. She can, no, the packs are in the way, and if I try to move them, they'll pop off, obviously, but they won't do anything. Maybe if I make this one go down. No, it's stopped here by this waistband, which, that sucks. That range, that's pretty bad. Moving on to legs. They can go up about this much, so she can kick. It's fine, it's pretty good. Double jointed knees with great range. You love to see it. Then they did this pretty smart. They put her little like shin armor on a ball peg. You can take this off, so her leg can go up and have more range. You would think that they would just have it stuck there, but they didn't, which is really cool of them to do. They can go up about this much now and that much down. Now she has toe hinge, great toe hinge. Before I forget, this is a really cool part. Her hair back here is on a is on a ball peg. It can go that far out. Actually, no, it just has overall like great movement. Can't really go like up, so you can't have her like jumping down. If you would want to do that, it would have to be turned the other way. But this is really good, and it adds a lot of depth to the figure, which is a plus in a sea of negatives. Anyway, moving on to accessories. She has more than Kaiju number 8, so that's good. But we have this face, which is her neutral face. She is angry. If it shows, she looks... There we go. Yeah, she's just... I wouldn't say this is an angry face. Just neutral, like, resting bitch face. Then we have I like this face a lot. I think it's my favorite face. Her smiling, because she barely smiles on the show, but when she does, it's a very deep moment. Then she has a angry face, almost looking like surprised. And then we have a deal Kaiju number 8 face with him looking off to the side. Then we have VR face for her to get those accurate shots with the cannon. This is pretty cool. The way this works is if I take her face and hair off, you plug this in, and then with this stuff will actually you go behind her and then you plug it in. Because this stuff clicks into her belt here, where the gun is and where the pack is. It's like a hinge there, if you see right there. There we go. So you'd have her with her VR headset on. Now, moving on to hands. She comes with fist hands, because, you know, ShFiguarts, they love their fists. Then we have open palm hands. And then we have these hands, which are for her cannon. And the figure can hold the cannon, which is great. This is a pretty big cannon. It looks great. I love the artwork with caution right there, and then it's on the other side. Then we have right here, it says danger. Pretty sure it's like it's taller than the figure. It doesn't even fit in the box properly. You have to assemble it. And there she is, holding the cannon. This is why the back crunch is so useful. So you can have her holding the cannon properly and the figure is not toppled over. Look at her go. I'm just happy the figure can hold the cannon. I really wasn't expecting that. And it looks like the creators weren't either, because they gave you in this figure set a cannon stand. So you can have the cannon resting on the stand. And that's pretty nice of them, to be honest. That's everything that the figure comes with. I wish it came with more hands, definitely. A gun. I would rate this figure, well, articulation-wise, I'm gonna give it a 5. The no torso crap, that really gets me upset, especially because I like her a lot and she deserves better. The looks wise, I'm gonna go with a 9. I think that this looks ripped out of the anime. Like, all the faces, they look accurate and she looks great. I wish there wasn't that much stuff wrong with it. Going off of height differences, she scales pretty well. Oh my gosh, there we go. She scales pretty well with, there we go. Yeah, she scales pretty well with Kaiju number 8. Here's her next to Luffy. And yeah, she will scale well with your ShFiguarts. But man, I'm so disappointed. I wish that this figure had more to it. Like, it's such a cool design, and that lack of torso, man, it sucks. Overall, I would give this figure, I'll give it a 6. I'll rate it 1 point lower than Kaiju number 8. Because the thing with Kaiju number 8 is his chest actually, or his torso actually did move. But this one, you can only go side to side, which really sucks. And that's all I got for today. Bye now.